10 more days until Super Bowl Sunday, only on CBS 4.
Good morning, I'm Hannah Storm. Senators strike back a day after President Bush called on Congress to support a new Iraq plan. The Senate Foreign Relations Committee passed a resolution rejecting it. We'll get the latest.
I'm Julie Chen. Legal jeopardy. The prosecutor in the Duke University La Crosse sexual assault case could be disbarred after new ethics charges were filed against him. We'll have a report.
I'm Harry Smith. Unreal estate. This super tiny apartment in London is selling for an unbelievably high price, proving that location is everything. We'll have that story.
And I'm Dave Price. Arctic blast. If you think it's cold now in the Northeast, just you wait. An Arctic air mass is sweeping through today, and we'll have all the details early this Thursday morning, January 25th, 2007.
From CBS News, this is The Early Show. Live from Fifth Avenue in New York City.
Morning, everybody, and welcome to The Early Show. We'll have much more on the president's setback in the Senate in just a moment.
Also this morning, Dakota Fanning's disturbing new movie. The child star takes a huge leap in Hound Dog. In one scene, her character is raped. Many people say that's just wrong, practically kiddie porn. She says it's acting, not exploitation. We'll hear from her and from a former child star about the controversy.
And we're going to see Tyra Banks as she has never been seen before. The supermodel and TV host was getting some heat for gaining some weight, but Banks says she feels great about herself. She looks great, too. We're going to get the inside scoop from People magazine. Tyra shows up on their cover tomorrow.
But first, we want to get right to our top story this morning, and that's Congress, President Bush, and the Iraq War. In Tuesday's State of the Union address, the president asked Congress to give his new Iraq strategy a chance to work. Just a day later, on a 12-9 vote, the Senate committee said, no thanks. CBS News Capitol Hill correspondent Cheryl Atkinson reports.
It was a symbolic move only, but the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, controlled by Democrats, rejected the president's plan to send thousands more troops to Iraq.
Our resolution of disapproval is not, I emphasize, not an attempt to embarrass the president. It's an attempt to save the president from making a significant mistake with regard to our policy in Iraq.
And it wasn't just Democrats who opposed the president.
There is no strategy. This is a ping pong game with American lives.
Hagel is one of at least 4 senators on this committee, Democrat and Republican, who are running for president or thinking about it. They know they're going on the record in Congress and on the campaign trail, too.
Yes, sure, it's tough. Absolutely. And I think all 100 senators ought to be on the line on this. If you wanted a safe job, go sell shoes.
Vice President Cheney has come to the president's defense, insisting that this resolution isn't going to stop the so-called troop surge.
The Congress has control over the purse strings. They have the right, obviously, if they want, to cut off funding. But in terms of this effort, the president's made his decision. We've consulted extensively with him. We'll continue to consult with the Congress. But the fact of the matter is we need to get the job done.
The resolution is non-binding, but the sentiment against it could hardly be more strongly expressed.
Almost every judgment given us over 3 years has been wrong. Do we just sit here and ignore that and tell the troops go out there despite how wrong it's been?
Here's what happens next. The Iraq resolution goes to the full Senate next week. And if there are some subtle language changes, enough Republicans could get on board to make this a done deal. Cheryl Atkinson, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Jim Vandehei is executive editor of The Politico, a politics newspaper and website, which is a Campaign 2008 partner with CBS News. Good morning, Jim.
Morning, Hannah. How are you doing?
Doing great. Thanks for being with us this morning. What's the bottom line here? What's the significance of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee dismissing the president's new plan for Iraq? Because Dick Cheney has already said that's not going to stop us.
Right. I mean, the president can be heartened by the fact that he didn't lose more Republicans in that vote. His bigger problem is John Warner, a Republican for Virginia, where you have a lot of Republicans who've been with Bush for a long time who are now saying, you know what, we don't like this surge. We don't like your Iraq policy. These things are
Yeah, because, we saw Chuck Hagel. He supported the resolution. Warner's got his own proposal. I mean, to what extent might we see a mass defection of Republicans over this issue?
I don't think you'll see a mass defection right now because it's a non-binding resolution. This is all politics right now. When you're talking about resolutions, they don't command the president to do anything. The only thing Congress can do is withhold funding.